Hey everyone, welcome back to my shop. I'm here to do a new moon reading for April 15th, 16th time frame, and it is a new moon in Aries, or dark moon in Aries, and we're going to see what messages and energies it has for us as a general. And I will put a link to this reading below. I hope everyone is doing well. So let's see what comes. I'm going to pull a message from the Lunar Nomad Oracles because we're working with the lunar energies and see what message this deck has for us for this time period. Then I'm going to follow the guidance and use the Life Purpose Oracle cards. I'm not sure exactly why or what we're going to see in this deck with this. So I'm kind of curious myself. This is an odd deck, I know. It's a Life Purpose deck, so I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of changes or something coming around our life purpose. I feel deeper energies, and of course with the Aries and this being an Aries new moon, I feel of course a lot of movement, activity, and energy because of the fire, passions, and movement coming up for everyone as well. And we have Seer. Oh, interesting, beautiful, very mystical, very metaphysical in energy for this time period. And we have number 41, which is also a change with it being a combination of 5. So I'm going to read from the booklet just a little bit. I'm not going to read it all because there's a lot in this booklet. And so it says visionary prophecy, creative thinking, which, ooh, I like that one because I've really been connecting lately with a lot of creative ideas. Insight, muses, connection, eternity, clarity. The seer holds profound wisdom and knowledge. As the lunar nomad, she has traversed the many spheres of existence, both physical and metaphysical. Her exploration has made her well-versed in the mysteries of life and beyond, making her widely sought after for wise counsel. She holds in her hand a mirror into the unknown. She can see the tides of the past, present, and future, and the intimate facets of your heart and the answers to life's riddles. People have traveled far and wide to sit with the seer, to hear her ocular prophecies, to learn her arcane wisdom, and to experience her magical influence. Standing at the mouth of wisdom, between worlds, the seer speaks with the voice of spirit. She weaves magic and wonder with her stories, but encourages you to experience for yourself all the wonders of the universe. She can be called a witch, magician, healer, shaman, or cartographer. I can't pronounce that word. Cardiographer, sorry. Bring your questions, concerns, and fears to the seer. She will cast her magic circle, cradle you in her web of protection, and take you deeper into your own soul. Should you be brave enough to seek out the seer and dedicated enough to truly listen, she will reveal the map of destiny and the instructions to read it. So I feel like this moon phase is really going to help us get in touch with more of our, I don't want to say spiritual in the aspect, but metaphysical parts of ourselves, our inner selves in that realm. The seer will show you ways to open and close the doors to the lunar side. She will help you see beyond the limited vistas of physical reality and rekindle your connection to your own inner wisdom. And when I read that, she will help you open and close the doors to the lunar side. I also heard shadow side. So for a lot, this is a topic that is kind of, they don't know a lot about. They don't, but for me, it's really facing fears, facing pains, facing the parts of ourselves that we find. If you want to know what your shadow side is, kind of think of the things you cover up throughout the day that you don't want to bring up that would maybe make others uncomfortable. I mean, there's part of your shadow. You're kind of concealing that because it can be uncomfortable for other people. So something in that aspect. And these can be pains, emotional pains. These can be fears as well. But I also feel this is a time to really delve into that shadow side. You can do that by, of course, meditation. You can do that. I feel like right now for myself, journaling is a good way to connect with that side of ourselves and give it a voice. Give that side of yourself a voice and kind of bring that up for healing. So I'm just going to let that go because it's something that I feel that this was bringing up. And it says the seer expresses the limited possibilities of the soul. She gives you the secret of life, that you are both the dreamer and the dream. As you hold the seer, peer into the mirror with her, you will find that you are one and the same. The seer is you on the deepest level, and that and the you that has always been inside. Through time and experience, you have taken the nomadic quest to reclaim your personal power. You are not awakened and not limited. You are now awakened and not limited by the constraints of reality. When you move freely between solar and lunar sides, so the light and the dark, right? Sort of what I was just saying. When you move freely between the solar and lunar sides, you awaken your creative imagination to take abstract impressions, and raw power and channel them into fruition. I'm going to read it again. So, when you move freely between solar and lunar sides, you awaken your creative imagination to take abstract impressions and raw power and channel them into fruition. Step into the place of discovery on all levels. You hold the tools and wisdom to truly thrive in life, to weave magic and create wonder. The seer reinstates your rightful place as a co-creator in your reality. Partner with spirit to move, shift, and transform every area of your life. Okay, ask yourself, how am I using my psychic impressions to navigate and create my reality? Can I use my logic and intuition simultaneously? The seer invites you to delve deeper into dream work, healing, and meditation. And for me, too, that's also the shadow side a little bit, too. Take time to honor the cycles of the seasons and phases of the moon. You are a sensitive and perceptive creature, and the more you can move with these tides, and the more fluid your life will become. So it's integrating, again, it's a sense of integration and integrating the darkness and the light. For me, I also, interestingly, it's kind of taking me back to my April reading, where we talked about the darkness, and I think the second placement was duality, and it talked about integration and bringing balance to lightness and darkness. So for me, in that aspect, it's kind of tying into that reading. So you may want to go back and watch my April Yummy Eye reading as well, because it's definitely talking about that in regards to the darkness, to the night, and giving it a voice, giving it and bringing movement to it, bringing movement into those shadowy sides of ourselves and integrating it into the light to bring up healing. But it's also talking about, in doing so, it's going to set into motion more creativity. You're going to be able to bring things into fruition throughout that. So it's like going into that energy. So I'm not going to go any farther than that. So we're going to see. So this is some pretty big energies in regard. And I feel it's really going to bring things up for us in regards to life purpose. In that aspect of it really helping us reconnect to creativity. So focusing on the reading, that one fell out, and it is justice. So again, balance, right? And an energy of bringing balance into lightness and darkness. That is, it says your career brings fairness and protection to those that need help. So for some that can be a direct message, but it's for me talking about that balance as well. And I'm focusing on my reading. My reading is 6-card placement. Like I said, I'll put a link to it below if you want your own personal reading. And I won't be reading from the booklet. Energies around you entering this new moon, and there is an opportunity to integrate light and dark to help you move and fuel your creativity, bringing those energies into balance, okay? So energies around you entering this new moon, otherwise is nutrition. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. So it's talking about nutrition. For me, this can also indicate healthier energies, things that we... we can certainly, it's the foods we eat, the things that we can kind of take in, the energies that we surround ourselves with. It's making these things healthier for us. So overall, this can, like I said, be food, this can be people, this can be jobs, this can be situations, the things that you kind of surround yourself, the fuel of your life. And that is everything in all aspects. It's not just the food you eat. So for me, there's energies around you entering this new moon is that you're really looking at how to bring a healthier balance in to your body. Yes, of course, with your foods perhaps, but overall with the things that you surround yourself with those that you allow around your energy. I'm just going to leave it at that for now, but we're going to see where this goes as well. It's also bringing up my other reading. I think it was my mystery reading for April, where at the end it was Pele was the goddess and the dietary change, which was the same kind of energy where there's a big change. For yes, it can be a lot with diet. This may also set off a need or want to take better care of yourself when you really bring a balance into your energies. But it can also indicate just big changes in this as a whole. Like I had said, this can also be the things that we are made up of, or that can comprise of our lives, like the things that are around us, the people that we share energies with. It can even be the environments where we live, things, places that we live. Is where you're living no longer good for you and your energy? Perhaps you need to move somewhere. Maybe you need to move to the ocean. Maybe you need to move to the forest. The things that are around you are your nutrition. Okay, it's not just food, but it can be that for some as well. Healing this moon phase will bring. So the healing it's going to bring is spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. So you're going to step more into this role. It's going to heal this part where the inner part of yourself that knows it is that spiritual teacher within that wants to come and help other people and help heal other people. So it's that natural inclination, that natural tendency towards wanting to be a healer and finding an outlet, creative outlet for that as well. What is hidden at this time? And it is that spiritual healer. It's wanting to come out. And, it's that healing thyself saying that comes up with this. I think I said that right. Heal thyself energy that kind of comes up. So you have the spiritual gift of healing and the desire to share it with others. So it's that inner healer that wants to come out. But to be able to do that, it wants to be in a healthy energy. It needs to be in balance and, healed within itself to be able to do that. So it's emerging is where we're going with this. That inner healer, that spiritual healing teacher is emerging from within you, from your higher self, and coming into fruition, as we had talked about here. So it's that creative force of power that is coming to find an outlet, to find a creative outlet, to be able to do that healing here in the 3D. Doors that this new moon will open. Study. Reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. And I love it because the owl is there. And the owl is, of course, all about that wisdom. But he can also see through the dark. He is the seer. So that seer is here. The time is upon you. The time is now to take this into your hands. To, of course, study outside of yourself, but also study within yourself. Really learn more about that other side of yourself as well as coming up here is important in this. It holds value. It's not something that doesn't hold value. We go through life ignoring that shadow side and thinking that it doesn't hold value, but they're definitely saying that that darkness does hold value, and from it comes that beautiful wisdom. So it's really tapping into that. You can see he's wearing that key around his neck. And you are being guided. Don't feel like you're alone, because you will be guided. The higher self, that healer from within, and your higher self that is coming out is forging the way, is taking the movement. You will be guided to take the actions, yes, but no, you're not alone with that. So this is definitely coming forth. And so the door that it's going to open is the knowledge and the wisdom that you need on the practical level to be able to do that. The medium that it needs through you to do that healing, you're going to be guided to those resources, is the word, and the knowledge to be able to do so. So don't feel alone. Don't feel like, I don't know which way to turn. I don't know what to do first. Just know that the energy and the wisdom will come, and that you will have the confidence and you will gain the clarity in regards to it. So just let it unfold naturally. Don't try to get ahead of yourself. Just take the guidance as it comes. So if a course presents itself, if something comes up and it really excites you and you say, oh, I'm really interested in that. I'm not quite sure. Just follow that inner guidance and prompting to just, to check it out, to try it and see how it works, and let things unfold. So those are the doors that are going to be open. You're going to be guided to the things, people, places, things, wisdom, and information, resources that you need to allow this to unfold for you to come through. What is the best seed energy to plant this new moon? And it's freedom. Wow. And I love that this one came out because, of course, it's the beach angels, right? So it's that energy that has, been guiding me for quite a while. And it is, you're free to do what you choose. And so we often think that we're not free to do what we choose. There's that part of ourselves, and it can be that shadow side that, and it can even, it's the ego, the shadow side that wants to keep us safe, and it'll tell you other things because you have to go beyond what you know to obtain this. You have to be willing to take risks to be able to obtain this, and it's scary. Stepping out there is scary. When I quit a long time, many-year job, it was very scary. I'd been in that position for 20 years or more, and stepping out of that role, which was safe and secure, was very scary. And that voice would tell me, this is a mistake. Don't do it. And nothing but good things have happened since. I mean, it wasn't just the very next day, of course. It had taken time to unfold, but those resources, the information, the resources continually presented themselves, and it was by the things that excited me. And so I kind of followed through with that, and you have to keep moving. But the best seed to plant is that energy of freedom, to know that you're free to do what you choose. The concept and the idea that there's more freedom there for you by following this healing path or this healer energy that wants to come through. And this can come in many ways. It isn't going to be for everyone. It's not going to be Reiki or one form or modality of healing. This can be in many things. This can be that you become proficient in as a chef and cooking all natural foods, or become vegan and really getting all those information and helping others. Or it can be through art or anything else. It can be many mediums that bring healing to other people. But they're talking about the seed to plant is that freedom energy that 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 you're free to do what you choose. Energies or angel advice for this new moon. So this is going to be the angel's advice, and it is strength. And I love seeing this come out because it's a reminder. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. And I'm also getting, of course, from this is that they're saying everything you've experienced in your life up to this point has strengthened you for this moment. Okay? That everything has prepared you for right now. And now is the time. And again, I would urge you to watch probably both of my readings for April. My Goddess Yemayai, because it talks about the night energy, the darker shadow side, giving it movement, giving it, a way to come through. And it also is talking about, the other one is talking about a new opportunity and a lot of change in our energies and what we surround ourselves with, what we see, what our environment is outside of ourselves, what we see that our life landscape is going to change. And that can even mean, of course, like I said, it can mean that in moving, it can be literally what you eat, it can be your workplace, it can be your ideas and your beliefs, the things that your friends, your coworkers, family. It can be the gamut of things that you surround yourself up, because those things that are surrounding you are what are making you up. It's that what your energy is made up of, and the energy that you're holding, and it's going to change. It is changing. So definitely, but they're saying that their advice to you is that you're strong enough, and everything you've experienced up to now has led you to this. So this is big energy for this new moon, and this is a longer reading, and I do apologize. Hopefully it will upload. Oh, it's not too bad. Hopefully it will upload all in one link, and we won't have to separate it. But I hope everyone has enjoyed it. This looks like a pretty powerful new moon. I just wanted to go back. What is hidden at this time was 1, 2, 3 was healer. So I think I like to say by the full moon, and it could even be by the next new moon, but I like to say by the new moon, there's going to be an energy that you're starting to see how this might unfold for you. So you may connect to something really quickly that shows you a way that you're going to be able to have an outlet for this healing energy that wants to come through you. And yeah, so I'm just going to leave it at that as well. But definitely that message is coming through, because I like to try to place a time on that. Not to say that you're going to be fully in that role, but I feel that you're going to be able to see more in regards to that. Also, for those that are looking for healing in a situation, you may be seeing that energy come. So you can really take this reading and apply it to any area of your life, but this is the general reading and the overall message for those that are guided. There is a big change coming, and your spirit is leading you to the things that you need, the wisdom, the resources to bring through an outlet for this energy to come through into the world to help heal yourself and to heal others. And I say connecting to your shadow side a little bit is going to be able to help you usher that in. too, and bringing it into balance, the light and the dark within. Okay? Angel blessings, and to everyone, oceans of love, happy new moon.